This is the prologue. My husband, let's call him Dick, walked out of my life on a dreary grey Tuesday evening in September. That is all I remember of the date. After a 10-minute conversation, he told me, for no specific reason, that he could not carry on in the marriage, and packed an overnight bag and left for good. I was literally left holding the baby. She was 8 months old. I sat in the rocking chair next to a cot all night, obviously in shock and bewildered, contemplating the next stage of my life. Moving swiftly on, I'm on a plane to Hong Kong with my baby daughter, running away from my life back home with no fixed abode or job, but starting an adventure. Today, I'm fully immersed in running vegan cookery classes and various other nutritional classes at my cookery school in Chiswick, providing a unique blend of culinary skills and medicinal knowledge, focusing on promoting health and well-being through food. This was after having a light bulb moment in Tuscany with my daughter over a glass of red wine, hatching Kitchen Joy cookery school, which combines my passion for nutrition along with my diverse life experiences. Oh, how life has changed, and what an amazing journey so far. From living in Hong Kong as a commodity trader to ticking off my bucket list, volunteering in Swaziland as a project manager for 5 boys' orphanages. This is my globe-trotting story spanning several countries I have lived in, and how I reinvented myself running a cookery school with many interesting assignments, and some scary, plus fun and wild experiences on the way. From ending up in jail in Africa, whistleblowing a corrupt charity, to a near kidnapping episode on a Californian beach, to working as an undercover agent for a corporate company. It just shows you that life can take unexpected paths where you can seek out new challenges with entrepreneurial skills, transformation and resilience, all in the pursuit of passion. Let the story begin. So I didn't say this is an autobiography, based on true facts. Chapter: The great thing about working in Africa. I could feel the swell of the waves above me, savagely arising from the lashing storm surrounding me. One minute I was calmly snorkeling around a beautiful coral reef, and next I was being bashed every which way against the ferocious ocean, scraping my trembling body along the shallow surface of the reef, lacerating my skin. I thrust my head up suddenly, facing a full-blown storm, brewing around me, an all-consuming sea mist with no visibility in any direction. I needed to heave my exhausted body off the reef into deeper waters and keep buoyant. My breathing was out of control, gulping in seawater as I struggled to keep afloat on top of the booming waves and trying to focus on not drowning. My leg was bleeding from scraping along the coral. And would sharks suddenly gravitate towards me? Am I going crazy with these thoughts and overthinking the situation? Shall I just tread water until the mist clears? My energy levels are low and I must try and keep calm and regulate my breathing at least. There was no point in swimming, as which direction would I head? We'd managed to squeeze a holiday in to Zanzibar, a Tanzanian archipelago off the east coast of East Africa. An ideal location whilst working in Southern Africa. The ocean life is guaranteed to be breathtaking, and we decided to hire a dhow, a long wooden local boat, to explore the vast ocean below. With anticipated excitement, the crew navigated the boat out into deeper waters, whilst we lounge on the deck, soaking up the fierce African sun and preparing ourselves to jump off the side with our snorkeling gear. We idly watch the beautiful coloured fish swimming alongside the boat, taking us with them to that underwater world. Diving down into the seas, we were lost in another universe, pointing at stunning marine life to each other, swimming along in shoals. We drifted and hovered over rocks and the reef, exploring any signs of interesting fish. It is only when I finally popped my head up that I realised my partner was nowhere to be seen. That happens when you're in another world and exploring. I felt the wind had got up and blowing against the ever-increasing waves, and the rain was falling on the water surface, making it difficult to see ahead. The storm had arrived. Would my partner have made it back to the boat and be worried about me? Or would the crew come and rescue me? But perhaps it was too difficult to steer the boat in the storm. What seemed like forever, the mist was finally clearing. I could just faintly see the outline of the boat and figures standing up, waving their arms vigorously above their heads. I gave a feeble wave towards them to say, "I'm out here." My partner dived off the dhow, swimming towards me to aid me back to the sea whilst I was swimming in their direction. Exhausted, but thinking very soon I will finally be reunited and safe. I climbed onto the boat with great relief and emotionally drained but truly grateful to be out of the sea. It was still early morning when we reached land, and we headed straight up to the beach to Freddy's Cafe, a tumbling down traditional wooden shack which was in keeping with the island. It was suddenly chilly with the trauma of the event and the tropical storm at full capacity. We ordered a well-deserved and probably medicinal hot chocolate to soothe the mind and body. Minutes later, there was calm and sunshine, just typical of the weather in Africa. But after 1 hour of recovering, the storm of all storms came over and battered the cafe to the ground, whilst we watched in horror from the safety of our hotel room.